Hello everybody and welcome to Pravus Gaming and Crusader Kings 2. Holy Fury released as of last week, and I was going to start up a series then on release day, but as some of you guys may know, I was horribly ill. Feeling a little bit better now, well enough that we can finally start up a series, and I am actually very excited about this one because Holy Fury tweaks the game in all the ways that fit my playstyle so well. So I'm looking forward to this quite a bit. Quick summary of what the expansion adds in. We have Shattered and Random Worlds, which we will be taking advantage of today. Warrior Lodges for the Pagans. Legendary Bloodlines for stronger dynasties. Pagan Reformations have been reworked, so have Holy Wars and Crusades. We can sway or antagonize our neighbors and vassals, a very important diplomatic feature. And the Catholics got tweaked with saints and special coronations from the Pope to legitimize their rule. Alright. Let's go ahead and start up a new game in the early Middle Ages. Now, this is the political map mode that you are used to seeing. These two new buttons can change everything. If we wanted to randomize a new world, for example, with new empires, new kings, new everything, we would see that the whole world is going to end up looking quite different. There we go. Okay, so there's a big empire down over here. All this got messed up. This has been changed entirely. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a nice feature to add a bit of extra replayability into the game. You can even get a little bit wild with it, and I mean that quite literally, with a little Easter egg that was added in to the cultures right here. And Quill 18 kind of drew everyone's attention to this, so it's not quite as much an Easter egg anymore, but animal kingdoms are a thing. If you want to have a really weird game, it'll create entire cultures of sentient animals. I'm talking walking, talking polar bears, hedgehogs, ducks, and so on. I really thought about creating a series based on this today, and it would have been called Holy Furry, and it would have been hilarious, but it also would have been a little bit too wacky, I think. So we're going to not do that. I want to play a pretty serious game. Instead, we are going to go to Shattering the world. Now, what this does is it breaks up all kingdoms and empires down into duchies and counts, or, in our case, just counts. We can click this button right now, and every single province will be independent. No vassals, no nothing. And the reason this is going to be kind of fun is because it can come with a consolidation casus belli. For the first 25 years of the game, everyone gets consolidation. And what that means is we have claims on every one of our neighbors. And we will for the first 25 years of the game. So it becomes a mad dash for every single count to try and become a duke and then a king and then just become the top dog before this runs out. And then the game kind of proceeds as normal from there. We're going to go ahead and play with that today. So everyone will be independent. Everyone will be able to fight everyone. Great Conquerors will leave up there. I think it's just a few AIs that get favored to go conquer and create empires really early on. We'll add extra female rulers for good measure. Less people will start off married. All this seems fine. I'm going to go ahead and randomize the cultures, because that can be kind of fun. I like to have a little bit of an alternate world here. Religions and features, though, I will leave as historical. It's not quite as fun as randomizing it, but I really want to play pagan, and I want to play as a pagan that I think I can actually reform fairly early on in the game, and the Romuva are a prime candidate for that. So we're going to leave that as historical, but we'll go ahead and randomize the names and the descriptions of each of those religions so that it gets a little bit more fun. Yeah? Technology, we could leave this as historical. I think I'm going to go ahead and randomize it, or maybe I'll leave it as flat. You know what? Let's just have everybody start at the same level of technology. No one gets any special favors. And let's generate a world. Okay, here we go. The entire world is broken up. Everyone is independent of each other. This is going to be really fun. A big dog-eat-dog world. Now, I said I wanted to play in the Romuva area, and I kind of stand by that. Let's take a look at cultures real quick. So you can see that this got completely reworked. Lots of new cultures around. They are still named mostly off of the region they are from. For example, there's the Normans, Bourbonian, Aragonese, Sevillan, and so on. It's just a little bit different from what you're accustomed to seeing, but it's not crazy wild. Religions, you can see here, are the same as they used to be in terms of their distribution, but they've all been renamed. So the Roman Empire are now the Britanidolic. Britanidolic? All right, fine. Instead of Romuva, we will be the Nicolicti. Nicolicti? All right, fine. Let's click on that and let's see what the description is for our religion. Eons ago, all creatures were united on a single land that spanned infinitely towards the horizon. They lived under a soft light that allowed the luscious grass and the sweetest of fruit to grow. But one day, for reasons and from origins unfathomable by mere mortals, the father of fog arrived and shook the very essence of the universe, splitting the lands, scorching the earth, and disuniting mortals. Nearly everything was consumed by the infinite darkness still visible at night, except for the land miraculously protected by the Ancient One. The faithful have recorded the history of the world in the 7 symbols, so that they may never forget that they owe their very existence to the benevolence and power of the Ancient One. That's a pretty cool religion description right there. I like it. Very pagan. It's awesome. I like it. Okay, we're going to stick with that. What's our culture going to be? Well, Deltuvian, apparently, is going to be the primary culture in this region, so we'll stick with that. Now, we can pick a random count here, but I'm going to go ahead and pick someone I know can form a duchy fairly early on. Right here is actually a very good candidate, maybe over here. I think I'll go ahead and pick this guy right here. And to make sure that I actually start with a good game, because I have no idea what every count is going to have as their strengths and their weaknesses, let's go ahead and create a character so that I know I'm going to be able to be militaristic in the early game. If I got stuck with somebody who was, like, incapable or depressed right off the bat, it'd just be game over and all my neighbors would kill me. So, let's stack the deck a little bit in my favor. Alright, so this is the character I'm creating, Chief Radagost Pravus. I was going to have a randomized dynasty, but come on, everyone wants to see this happen. This is going to be our character here. We are going to be a skilled tactician to begin with. We will start off stressed, and I do that because it gives you a lot of extra points that you can spend, so we can be quick. Also, lustful, wroth, I'm sorry, deceitful, cynical, stubborn, and ambitious. Pretty good stats here across the board. Let's go ahead and begin. Oh, right, we have to do game rules. Let's do delayed dynamic, fewer minor epidemics, because they just annoy me more than anything else. Good old-fashioned shattered retreat and army movement lock will be off. Religious conversions. Do we want it fast? No. Can't change that. I think everything else here is probably fine as is. No, wait, I do not want to release prisoners after punishment. I've always thought that was stupid. Okay, now we can start the game. Okay, here we go. A Deltuvian Nicolicti chief. Alright, we've already read all of this. So it is the Realm of Faith in terms of its mechanics. We could have randomized this as well, but this way we guarantee that we can raid and stuff, which will be fun. Women can own temples and get married and be priests. Concubines are a thing. Okay, all this seems perfectly reasonable. Let's go ahead and set our character up. We need to choose an ambition. We can create a treasury where I need artifacts. That doesn't seem likely. Make a friend. Gain diplomacy and become popular. I want to do this, but the problem is, in my test games, I've never figured out how you officially make a friend. So this game is now reflective of my real life, where not only in the game, but also in real life, I have no idea how you make friends. It's a mystery to me. We can strengthen the religion, become exalted among men. King of Lithuania seems like a good thing to do, but I think we want to groom an heir. Let's make sure that we actually have some children ASAP, and I do need to get married. Do we have any strong women? No. How about genius? No. Fellow quicks? No. Attractive. One attractive 30-year-old with otherwise unremarkable stats. Seems kind of bad. Let's change some of this. Did they change the music in the game? Because I feel like they added a lot of new music. Not a ruler. Willing to join my court. No women in... Okay, well, there are none at all. We need some good stats then. Do I want... Actually, more diplomacy and martial would be best for me. This is pretty well balanced all around. 17 years old, diligent. Yeah, I mean, I could get behind that. Anyone else strike my fancy? 19? Wow. And a brilliant strategist. You're not bad. Do I double up on the martial, or do I go for a wife that helps complement my lack of skills? I think we're going to go for the 26-year-old brilliant strategist and just double up on this. She'll be great. All right, let's go ahead and get married. We also need to set up our council. We need a counselor who is a genius. Terrible marshals. Mediocre stewards. Mediocre spies. Reasonably good court chaplain. Let's build zeal. Build legend. Train troops. I don't really need to spy on anybody because we can't really study anyone's tech. Yeah, there's no one, we all have flat tech, so this does nothing. To that extent, I guess we will just scheme and try to detect anything. And statecraft means nothing to me as well. We also don't even need any claims, so this all seems mediocre to me. Court physician, 21, seems really good. We have a couple of reasonably good marshals, I guess. Why can none of them become my marshal? Whatever. Anyway, all right. So we got all that figured out. No heir, yes. Successor, blah, blah, blah. Ruler, unmarried. Pick a character, focus. Oh, right. We could go for hunting, which I do like, and it's a good way to get rid of stress. However, war is a little bit better now, because not only does it give me +3 martial, it also gives me personal combat skill +10. What's personal combat skill? It's this new little stat right down here. Kind of like everything else. It used to be that you could hover over this little shield icon. It would show if you had -3 or +3 personal combat, somewhere in that range. Now it goes somewhere from -50 to +50. And you can become really, really good at dueling and fighting in battles yourself, which I like because the next thing we're going to do is immediately try to join the Warriors Lodge. The Children of the Undying are apparently our demon worshippers, but we're not going to worry about that. Forest Walkers, yes. Hunters and warriors alike look to the Ancient One as the guardian of the woods. Most fighters wear animal pelts for its connection to the wilderness, and they worship trees as the roots are seen as connected to the Ancient One. At the end of the day, the Forest Walkers have but one calling: to protect the forest, the ancestral home and legacy of their ancestors. This functions exactly as a secret society, but it's all martial and war-focused, which means it's perfect for a warmongering pagan. Join! Nyingpo of the Forest Walkers greets me with a brief nod. Another recruit, huh? To join our ranks, you need to prove yourself, boy, the man says gruffly, folding his arms across his chest. You be fighting one of our own. Still interested, my lord? I will gladly duel whoever you throw my way. I've got reasonably good personal combat skill, and it's about to get better. Being stressed sucks, but I'm hopeful this will go away at some point in the near future. Let's go to speed 4 here. Now, we need to figure out who I can bully. I'm starting off with 514 troops. Some of my neighbors have more than that. We could go down to Memel, for example, fight these guys, make them a tributary, and then call them in on wars, and that would be a very easy way to snowball out of control, and I think I'm going to do exactly that. We are going to immediately extort tribute from Memel, raise up the military. I am not leading the charge. Let's fix that. There we go. Radagost! Attack Memel! I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to siege these guys down or not, but there we go. Nyingpo of the Forest Walkers have chosen Tong Kikar as my opponent. She's reasonably good. Why does she look like a Native American? I don't know. There's like a Chinese-based culture somewhere over here, too. Huh. Fresh meat, eh? She offers mockingly before shoving an elbow into my side. The fight has gone on for what feels like hours. The initial confidence I felt began to wane, and my movements are getting sloppy. Then, just as my knees are about to give under me, I swing my wooden club in a perfect half circle, causing her to fall backwards with a surprised huff. I walk away victorious. Okay, so she is slightly wounded. She has a cracked rib. I get prestige, and my duel experience increases, which is very important. If you look here, I have to wait a day. Hang on. There it is. Duel experience ×2 increases my own personal combat skill by 2. Also, I've been splattered in blood because I've beaten somebody up. This goes up the more experience we have fighting. There's also a version of this for battlefield experience, and it can give extra morale to your troops, which obviously is pretty nice. All right, we need to win this fight. I am getting married to Burr Pen, my wife. Very good at martial. Maybe make her my marshal. I don't know. I will take the gold. We'll accept that marriage. I did not receive a single scratch. That kind of impressive warrior we'd be honored to have at our table. You are humbly invited to join our ranks. I am now a member of the Forest Walkers. I'm a fledgling. Fledglings get extra prestige. We can duel our opponents. We can appoint shield maidens, like my wife, perhaps. No, it has to be a sister or daughter. Darn. We are more resilient to battle injuries, and when leading troops, my experience gives options to new events. That can be nice. If we gain renown, which is done with good stats, and also by winning duels and so on, we can become a warrior, which gives extra skill. We also get the power Reaver when leading armies and successfully sieging holdings. We have a better chance of capturing enemies and looting artifacts. Warrior training allows us to spend renown to gain a free commander trait. We can also summon extra commanders. If we become a veteran, better stats. We can instantly refill a garrison. We can have a war sacrifice, sacrificing wealth and blood to a divine patron for prowess in battle. And apparently we can ask for extra warriors to help fortify a castle or tribal holding. Cool. Hero. When leading armies, you no longer suffer lethal injuries from battles. I am immune on the battlefield if I can become a hero. That's so good. Call to Glory. Unlock special battle tactics to receive reinforcement troops from your warrior lodge so long as we are leading the troops. So I just get free troops to fight with. Straight up. And then choose a military aspect. We choose one of the 3 different military specializations. It's absurd how freaking good the warrior lodges are if you're a warmongering pagan. It's just got me written all frickin' over it. Shatter them. Thank you. Kill all of these fools. We no longer have enough troops to actually win this siege. Okay, well, we are just going to have to chase you around for a little bit. Kill all your guys. Make sure he doesn't come back to fight me. And once he is dead, we'll have to back up, regenerate my levy, then come back here, siege it down, and force him to be my tributary. Unless he wants to just give up. Thomas was captured and is now my prisoner. Can I ransom you? No. Okay. He will make a suitable sacrifice to the Ancient One. Oh my god. Okay, because remember the Forest Walkers, we can just straight up make a blood sacrifice in the battlefield and get personal combat skill. I got no attachment to this guy. Sacrifice him to Cthulhu. Or whatever, I don't know. That's amazing. We're off to a great start. I'm already sacrificing people. Thomas. That's not Thomas. No, Elder Thomas. Hello. There's another one. Has been going around praising this other lady, saying she'd make a better chief than I would. Yeah, this is the antagonize feature. Somebody is trying to antagonize me at the moment. I should go to my wife and try to sway her and make her like me more, because she doesn't like me as much as she ought to. We'll do that. Alright, kill these people. As a member of the Forest Walkers, we always are ready to fight. To prove your mettle, seek out and duel Saber, a fledgling of the Wolf Warriors, until blood stains your weapons. He's actually really good at personal combat. So, there's a good chance I could lose this, but it's a friendly duel. Well, wait, duel for blood. Ooh. Alright, well, we're gonna try it. Let's duel this guy. Let's send him a duel request. It's time to duel, and see how that goes for me. Maybe great, maybe terribly. Sacrifice this fool. Let's get even more personal combat skill. If only I wasn't stressed, I'd be a god with a blade right now. Hey, wife, can you do something to relieve my stress? I hear that's a thing that women can do. No? Okay. We are barely chipping away at these guys, which is very irritating to me right now, but we can't let them get back up and running. Sure, more sacrifices to the Ancient One. Hooray! Where's my duel request? Is the guy gonna accept or not? Gosh, dang it. I wish I had some pursuit right now. But you know what? This is fine. These are a lot of early game fights that we can win. I have a chance of getting some sort of a commander trait or something. You know, it could be a lot worse. I'm good with this. I just hate that we have to keep crossing the darn river, because that makes it a little bit harder. Perhaps it's time to ask my wife to spend some time with me. Yeah, let's spend time with the wife. What a novel idea. She was happy to oblige. Now that I've spent some time with her, I'm confident I can convince her of how we are and that she stands to gain from our friendship. Alright, we're spending a few days to convince her of our good intentions. I mean, we're married now, but that's beside the point. We simply couldn't come to an agreement about the complexities of the human mind and whether certain animals can truly count as sentient or not. And because I'm Roth, she's really mad at me. Well, I just made this all worse. This campaign has been easy pickings. Swinging my sword over the plains is a pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Deltuvian enemies and the cries of battle. Look! Enemy Commander Bogut is hiding! Someone suddenly shouts, pointing off in the distance. Ah, lovely. I shall duel him myself. Okay. Chase him down. Wait! I yield, he cries out. My bastard sword high, I slow the deadly blow about to come down on my enemy. The man scrambles backward, almost tripping over himself. I'll be your prisoner. Spare my life. Sacrifice him? I don't need to do this again, but getting a prisoner actually might get me some war score. So we're going to try for this. Doesn't appear to have gotten me much of anything, to be honest, but oh well. Alright, come on, kill these guys. Kill them faster. This is getting boring, isn't it? Alright, you know what? Good enough. Go home. Stand down the troops. We have to wait until my levy comes back. I need enough men to actually siege down Memel. I don't know how many we needed. Was it like 550? So if I wait a couple of months, we'll have enough. Okay, we can wait a little bit. Good enough. Perfect. Let's try that now. Raise him up. And go kill. I need to be in charge. It's more important that I lead the charge. Kill, kill, kill. Instant shatter. Alright, we now... Nope, we still don't have enough to actually finish this. Darn it! Alright, get over here. Disband. Every time he comes back, we'll worry about that, but it'll give me a little bit of time to get my levy back up. How much can I have as maximum? 750? That's alright. Rigo Latsara... whatever, is watching me in the training grounds. Asks about the routines I keep maintenance-wise for my weapons and armor. When I fail to come with a clear answer, he continues unapologetically. I could teach you how to care for your sword. This could lead to me becoming diligent? Yes, I will gladly accept any help to become diligent, because that is an amazingly good trait. Alright, let's make sure we stout these guys back down. Crush, crush, crush. I am marching over the plains of Memel when I realize how this experience has become a matter of course. I rarely even think about it. Do I want to be a flat terrain expert or a flanker? Well, we don't have a flank, so I'm going to say a master of terrain is good. When my fellow member of the Forest Walker suggested we spend a few afternoons reorganizing his armory, I expected to be bored within moments. Yet he managed to keep my interest for several days, and I find myself asking questions I have never thought of before. I am almost embarrassed by my former attitude. Thank you for the opportunity, become diligent, and we become good friends. The Chief of Vilnius. Right down here. Well, the thing is I need to conquer you at some point. I cannot express how grateful I am. Can I kiss you? What? You think that would make us good friends? I don't know. Well, I don't really want to be good friends because I have to conquer him, so I'm going to ask if I can just kiss him. Whatever, fine. I'm diligent now. Diligence really, really good. It's one of the best traits in the game. Just gives you a lot of good stuff across the board. Alright, we're at like 65% war score right now. We're stomping him down pretty effectively. Let's go back home. Stand down. Levy's up to 614. Getting there. One more month? We're really fighting for this. One time in a test game, the guy instantly just surrendered. Like, I didn't even have to run in there or kill any of his men. He just instantly broke and was like, can I be your vassal? And I'm like, yep. Freaking go for it, man. Gosh dang it. My wife is pregnant. Yay! She's deceitful, though, so maybe she is lying to me. I am not of knowing. All right, we need a little bit more men. A little bit more. That's not more. Okay, well, we have 660. Good enough. I think that's actually all that we need. Gosh dang it, he keeps getting more! He's generating faster than I can, which is really annoying. Okay, hang on. Now I got 669. Wait. Someone... Not everybody lies. I almost started laughing. I'm cynical. Okay, I don't know what happened. Someone brought peace to a troubled county. The peasants have never been happier. Hooray! Okay, go over here. 675, dang you! Alright, I have gained diarrhea. And my steward, who is also my court physician, says I have dysentery? Oh, you're kidding me. Eat 10 apples a day. I'm not sure that did a dang thing. You're kidding me. I'm about to lose this game? Don't die this early. Abdominal pain. Do my best to treat my symptoms. I gain some health. Okay. I don't think I can finish this. Use influence I hope for my tribes. She'll appreciate me more. No, this is not a good idea. And I'm going to stop trying to make my wife like me. It only is going poorly at this point. Okay. Well, I can't seem to get enough men to actually finish this off. So I think we just have to stand down and wait until my levy's pretty much maxed out. Which is really irritating, because he's got nothing. He shouldn't have this strong of a garrison, but he does. Seek treatment for illness. Come on, treat me. I don't want to have dysentery. Okay, well, now I officially have dysentery. I'm gonna die. I'm going to freaking die. This is absolutely insane. Alright, my life is in your hands. Do an experimental treatment. See if you can save me. Well, successful experimental treatment for the next 2 years. Maybe I actually can, have a child in time? I don't know. It seems unlikely, but maybe. I have an heir. Alright, we have a son. If I die, it's not technically over. I'm very concerned at this point, but okay. Max out that levy. Speed 5. Lecture somebody on how to become a flat terrain expert. Sure, why not? Okay, we're maxed out. Troops together. I'm in charge. Go kill. Good. And now I can finally siege you down. I just had to wait until he got some more of his troops up. Okay. While carrying out my duties for the Forest Walkers, I've met fledgling Batalo, the guy that I'm currently at war with, on several occasions. These encounters have never ended well. I suspect he is spreading lies. I will confront him. Yes, we will become bitter rivals. And then I shall take his land, because that's how this works. All right, well, good. Now we got this. Here's the thing, though. He has to become my tributary. So that was a lot of work to gain very little. He has no troops worth anything right now. But okay, can I bully anyone else and take their land? Yes, this guy I can easily bully. This time we're going to do a consolidation CB, and I'm going to go ahead and start gathering some land for myself before I am dead so I can pass stuff on to my son. Let's, by the way, go ahead and nominate him as my successor. Eldership is a new type of succession that is available in the game, where basically you have a council of elders, and they will decide who your heir is going to be. But if they like you a lot, there's a very good chance they just do whatever you say. We can also change our obligation law, by the way. Let me go ahead and shift to a heavier levy focus for the tribes, because right now we don't have any vassals who will be upset by that, so we might as well. And I know that I'm going to be getting a lot of tribal vassals in the future, so we might as well get a lot of extra troops. Hello, where'd you come from? Okay, praising Thomas, whatever, get out of here. Starting to think some courtier might fancy me. I will make a move on this genius woman, and if I have a child who can become my heir, great. She spurned my subtle advances. Well, it didn't work. It's fine, though. I guess I'm just not going for the seduction focus. We have usurped the title. I am now a double count. Okay, stand down. Who else can we kill? 879, 488. You be an easy enough target. I shall consolidate and attack you. Raise up the troops, put myself in charge, and go siege. Okay, riding over the plains, I see a group of pompous soldiers coming for my unit, weapons raised. When they are finished with us, all my men are dead. I sink to my knees in the dirt, wondering why I'm still here. I struggle in the future to overcome these events. Where is the enemy commander? I will chase down Vukmir and try to kill him myself. The enemy commander is swinging his morning star with increasing precision, and I'm starting to think I will die here on the plains. So this is how it all ends. I die. Take a courtier instead. I'll help you. I'll be known as a traitor. And I'll be imprisoned? No, she'll be imprisoned. Alright. Betray this woman. I'm going to win this fight anyway. I'm going to take your land. How did I lose that? That doesn't feel right. Alright, we're just going to sit back and do this thing. I don't feel like I should have lost that. That seems wrong. Invite to plot to kill my chancellor. Decline. I'm okay with my chancellor as he is. Thank you very much. Let's enforce a peace. Take the land. Okay. We should worship my ancestors. Let's do that. You've decided to visit the shrine in the Holy Grove and make a sacrifice in the honor of your ancestors, hoping for their aid in return. What will you ask? A long and healthy life. I could really use some health. Let's try for that. I don't think it's going to work, but let's try for it. We ask for health and longevity. What will we give them? Offer my eye? No. We could sacrifice a prisoner, though. Elder Bogut. Yeah, that's not bad. Gain piety. I don't want to lose money. Perfect. Let's sacrifice this guy. I'm not attached to him at all. Oop, that sounded bad. The offering struggled violently when the Archon and her disciples pushed it down on the offering stone. The ancestors will surely be pleased with such a vigorous servant. There we go. Happy ancestors. All right. Let's stand down my troops. How are we looking? Maximum of 764. Not good enough. What about you? You're a little bit strong. You're definitely too strong. 607. We could fight her. What's my de jure duchy? It's all this land. This is what I want to take, because I need to become a duke. So we could fight you and then call in my tributary if he has any troops back. 148 is not a lot. I am sick. I know I am. Yet my physician has been struck dumb by how much energy I seem to possess in the face of the anguish I should be going through. I want to say that the ancestors have my side, but I'm not sure anyone would believe me. I don't have dysentery? The gods have cured me of dysentery! I live! Oh, that's amazing. Wow, I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, beautiful. Well then. I need another tributary is what I need. Who would be weak and easily tributized? You? You. Let's declare war on you. We are going to extort a tribute from you. I am going to call forth my tributary allies, raise up 715 troops. Let's go over this way before they can cross the river and cause a problem. Of course, you will honor your obligation. Join up with me. Let's crush. Using tributaries effectively is really good because I don't have to worry about getting a disloyal province and not enough personal levy. Instead, I can use someone else's full number of troops. He can have like 600, 500, instead of gaining 100 myself for taking the province, and we can win wars way more decisively. I mean, I think that's the trick. If you want to win a shattered count world, I think this is what you do. Find the weaklings and go ahead and turn them into tributaries. Possible to rank up in society. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, but I think we will save that for the next video. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if so, that you will consider hitting that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.